Sky Color by Peter H. Reynolds. Marisol was an artist. She loved to draw and paint, and she even had her very own art gallery. Do you have an art gallery too on your refrigerator? Not all her art hung in a gallery. Much of it she shared with the world. She painted posters to share ideas she believed in. At school, Marisol was famous for her creative clothes, her box of art supplies, and her belief that everybody was an artist. Yes, Marisol was an artist through and through. So when her teacher told the class they were going to paint a mural for the library, Marisol couldn't wait to begin. The classroom buzzed with the sound of brainstorming. The students talked and sketched. Together, they made a great big drawing. Then they marched to the library. I'll paint a fish. I'll paint one too. I'll paint the ocean. Marisol shouted, I'll paint the sky. Marisol rummaged through the box of paint but could not find any blue. How am I going to make the sky without blue paint? What do you think? The bell rang. It was time to put their brushes down for the day. As she climbed aboard the bus, Marisol kept wondering. All the way home, she stared out the window. What color do you see? Kind of a yellow and orange, maybe. The sun lowered closer to the horizon. Check out all those beautiful colors. Later at home, Marisol watched the day turn into night. That night, Marisol settled into a deep dream. She drifted through a sky swirling with colors. The colors mixed, making too many to count. In the morning, Marisol stood waiting for the bus in the rain. The sky was not blue. She smiled. At school, Marisol raced to the library. She grabbed a dish and began adding colors. This one, that one. She swirled the brush to make an altogether new color. Marisol then began painting on the wall. A boy asked, "What color is that?" "That," said Marisol, "that is sky color." Wow. Isn't their mural beautiful? And check out that sky. And that is the end of the book called Sky Color. I read this book to you because in your Easter pack is something that looks like this. So you have one piece of big white paper and you have one piece that looks like 3 crosses. So this would be the part where Jesus dies in the middle and the 2 criminals die on either side. And so what you want to do is unclip this because you're going to use this page to make sky color. So, did you notice how many awesome colors she used to make her sky? That's what you can do. Now, you may use watercolor paints if you wish. Watercolor paints are really cool. You dip your paintbrush in some water, Then you dip it in the color, and then you use that to paint. And if you paint kind of going across with watercolors, you want to dip your paint brush in the water and rinse it out before you use another color, okay? And so if you do that, you want to keep going, and then when you're done, you want to let it dry, and then you're going to put glue on the back of this, and then glue it right on there, and it will look like the sky the night Jesus died on Good Friday. So this is your activity. If you are just watching this at home, for you to cut this, you want to cut a black piece of paper, make a little bit of a hill, make one cross over here, and then make half a cross over here. And then when you open it up, voila. If you do not have watercolors, you may use markers, you may use crayons, you may use colored pencils. Whatever art materials you have at your house, that would be great. And if you have other kinds of paints and not just watercolors, you can use those too. Anything works. So, you may get started.